You'll never guess what park rangers found buried with bodies of Black Civil War soldiers in Vicksburg, Mississippi. So after a spate of really bad storms in 2022, the Vicksburg National Cemetery experienced a landslide in the section of the cemetery reserved for the USCT, the United States Colored Troops, which were the segregated regiments of our federal military that fought in the Civil War. Dozens of bodies were disturbed, and when I came down to visit back in March of this year, it looked bad. Some of the remains have been forced to the surface. So I'm a historian, and thanks to my work with National's UNESCO site, Fort Negley, I'm also a consulting party for the Reburial and Stabilization Project, so I've been following it with great interest. Various articles have been found buried with the soldiers, so you've got your usual medallions, buttons, and what have you, and those have been useful in identifying some of the bodies. But these two items, Masonic coffin decorations, are the star of the show. So these bronze-plated grapevine decorations and pyramid pentagonal medallions were placed on the coffins of Black soldiers who belonged to a Masonic lodge. This one is for Stringer Lodge No. 1, the first African-American Masonic temple established in Mississippi. The medallion was generally reserved for those who had served as lodge master. In the U.S. South, Black Masonry is incredibly important for historians. The groups often kept records that are accessible nowhere else, and along with churches and Black schools, are the most important generators of historic records about early free Black people. The Vicksburg Restabilization Project should be done in 2025, and if you go to the visitor center, you'll be able to see some of these artifacts in person and speak with the park rangers who kept them safe during this time of transition.